Hello Animorphs fans and welcome back to the Animorphs universe. Today I'm going to introduce you to the next in my line of fan fictions, the continuation of the Animorphs series. I started with book 55 and today I'm going to talk to you about book 63. So beware for spoilers if you are looking at this video and thinking, oh, book 63, what about that? And you haven't read from book 55 through to 62, then I'm afraid you will get spoiled. You will get spoiled. Is that the right way to say it? Spoiled? That should be the right way to say it. This is available on fanfiction.net and an archive of our own. Both of those have issues. So for example, fanfiction, you can't do the usual Animorphs thought speak symbol, the less than greater than symbols, because it does a HTML thing. So it has to be replaced with double brackets. So if you look at that and think, why is it double brackets instead of ThoughtSpeak? That's why, because you can't actually put ThoughtSpeak symbology in there. But that's the same with all my fan fictions, I just have to say it at the start. So, book 63, almost 10 books into my New War continuation, that's what it's called, Animorphs New War. This is the front cover of 63 that I'm put up on the screen now. Thank you to Ghost of Sam for designing the new front cover. He's done the last 3. Before that they were Charid, and I'm very happy with them. So what is book 63? So I'm just going to give you a brief summary of the main points from books 55 through to 62, leading up to 63 here. So if you don't want to hear that, if you'd rather say, oh actually I'll go read 55, or I haven't read 61 and 62 yet, stop here, go read them, okay? If you're so inclined. So Jake and the remnants of the Animorphs team have gotten involved with Enrich. If you don't, well, you should know what Enrich is, because you've gotten to this part of the video and you haven't stopped it. So you're ready to be spoiled, and you should know what Enrich is by now. So Enrich is this big conglomeration, basically, started by the founders Asaccah, Sarot, and Baramit. Kelbrid, Andalite, and Yerk. Not respectively there. So Sarot is the Yerk, Asaccah is the Andalite, Baramit is the Kelbrids, and they co-founded Enrich. And they basically go into all these advanced races and find somebody that they think would join their team and pull them in, and eventually they build this huge community of highly advanced races who basically take their most advanced technology and bring it back to Enrich in total secret. So there's this shadowy thing called Enrich with all this advanced technology, super advanced stuff, and they fight for galactic justice, basically. They consider themselves like the peacekeepers of the galaxy. So they keep themselves in total secret. Nobody's allowed to know who they are, because if they get found out, then, you know, it's not going to work anymore. But they keep an eye on what's going on. What's that war going on over there? What's this politician thing doing over here? And if they sense an injustice going on, then they jump in and put a stop to it, or change the direction of things. So they've ended wars, they've ended genocides, and all that sort of stuff. So they've done a lot of good. The Animorphs don't trust them. Now you might be thinking, why? It's for a number of reasons. And this book starts with one of those reasons. So in the previous book, book 62, The Blackmail, Cassie was hanging out with Jean Gerard, who's now known as Clarissa, for reasons. She was part of Enrich and she needs a new disguise. And a new Andalite cadet, and Toby Hammy. And Ronnie Chambers was there as well, and it turns out that, you know, suspicions have been raised among certain people around Cassie that maybe there's something else going on here. And so Sarot, in book 63, comes to Jake with a warning. If somebody was to find out more than they needed to find out, then that would cause significant problems. Basically, if somebody finds out about Enrich, it's either through joining them, and if not that, then they need to go bye-bye. It doesn't help as well for the Animorphs that you've got people there like Marco and Mendrash, who look at things in a very cold way. Marco is very much an A to B sort of person, and the idea of galactic justice just doesn't sit well, because there are some people out there who are probably more cynical than others who would say, and probably rightly so, that galactic justice is not possible. You know, you can't solve everyone's problems without causing somebody else problems in turn. So there are these elements of distrust in this whole Enrich project, and it doesn't help the fact that they've tied themselves now to Enrich, that they don't think that there's an actual way out. They can't just say, let's not do this anymore. Because as I said, those who know of Enrich either join Enrich or they go bye-bye. So that is where we are with Enrich at the moment. But the thing is, the whole reason they joined Enrich was because they were still searching for Axe. And they had nothing. They had been thrown back to Earth in 55 with their ship, the Rachel, gone. And they were fugitives. So they had nothing. They needed a way to get back into space. They originally went to the Andalites and got a ship from the Andalites, a beat up old Mac ship, to travel into Kelbrid space to search for Axe. And that eventually went topsy-turvy and they started a war. Not necessarily them, but they were a vital part in starting the war. The breaching of the Gratt Border separating the Andalites and the Kelbrids. So now there is an active Andalite-Kelbrid pseudo-war going on, where they're just sort of invading each other's space. There hasn't been an actual major conflict yet. So the Animorphs joined Enrich for the promise of the advanced technologies, and they've already taken advantage of some of those advanced technologies, like the new and improved morphing technology, which takes the form of a purple cube. Come on, let's be sensible and change. Oh, I've passed it now. Oh, I keep passing purple. Slow down, Adam. Oh, there we go. It's a new purple cube. That looks more white actually on there, doesn't it? This purple cube allows them to morph up to 4 hours at a time and move from one morph straight into another. Like I said, it's the most advanced technology, and this is the most advanced state of Andalite technology that's not even been properly released yet. So they've gotten some good stuff. They've also got some radar systems, even though they've not technically got their own ship yet, as well as other things, and the coordinates to find Axe on the Kelbrid planet Karitlip. But now this is the main crux of Book 63, The Leader. Asaccah intercepts a message that seems to come from Axe, and he's escaped the One and the Kelbrids and managed to fly himself to a deserted moon just off the Gratt Border. Asaccah delivers this message to Enrich, and Sirote, this chap here, passes that message on to Jake and says to him, what are you going to do? So that is the lead up to the story, and I'm not going to go any further detail. You'll just have to go read for yourselves. There will be links in the description to this video to take you to FanFiction or an archive of our own. I personally don't know which I prefer. Probably an archive of our own, simply for the fact that you can have the thought, speech, symbology correct. But you can go read it on whatever you want. I do plan someday to do actual physical editions of these books, but it's probably not going to be for a while yet, because I'll probably get a large batch done of all of them, and I'm still doing a lot of proofreading. So I'm going to be proofreading book 64 after this one, so that I'll probably do another one of these videos in a month or two when that one's finally up, and then I can finally start work on number 65, which working title is The Isolated. And I'm really looking forward to writing that one, because I've got so many ideas for it. So thank you very much for watching. Please do go check out my fan fiction. And, well, I spent a lot of time on it, and it's more for the fun of it, really, than anything. So, yeah, please do enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you for the next one, somewhere else in the Animorphs universe. Cheerio!